Send the rest.
Guys?
Call it, Captain.
All right, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment. Barton, I want you on that roof, eyes on everything, call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash.
Right. Better clench up, Legolas.
Thor, you gotta try and bottleneck that portal. Slow him down. He got the lightning. You and me, we stay here on the ground. We keep the fighting here. And Hulk, smash.
Rogers, Romanoff, once this area is clear, you need to regroup with the others. There are a lot more aliens here than we anticipated.
None of this is gonna mean a thing. We're gonna close that portal.
Our biggest guns couldn't touch it.
Oh, maybe it's not about guns.
Go a few rounds. If you want to get up there, you're gonna need a ride.
I got a ride. I could use a boost, though.
You sure about this?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hey! That's enough!
It's gonna take more than well-timed one-liners and Hulk-outs to bring down the rest of those giant alien creatures. Our reports indicate that, as well as being big and scary, they're protected by some kind of reinforced armor which looks pretty tough to crack. If we want to have any chance of closing that portal and defeating Loki, you'll need to work together and assemble as Avengers. Hey, maybe that could be worked into a catchphrase. Good luck, team.
Director Fury, the Council has made a decision.
That is the island of Manhattan. Until I'm certain my team can't hold it, I will not order a nuclear strike against the civilian population.
Okay, turn, left. Thor, do you copy? Our sensors are detecting a weak spot around the head of that Leviathan thing. Work your way over to it if you can.
is no longer in command. Override Order 7 Alpha.
Alpha 11 confirmed.
Stark, you hear me? You have a missile headed straight for the city.
How long?
3 minutes. Now.
Package is sent.
Captain, the bank on 42nd past Madison. They cornered a lot of civilians in there.
I'm on it.
Looks like the normal entrance to the bank is blocked. You guys are gonna have to...
LEGO Marvel's Avengers walkthrough, so this is the final level, I hope, of the first Avengers movie, and I kind of had a hard time deciding if I wanted to narrate the third of the level before this part, because it's, I don't know, it was pretty straightforward, and it just had a whole lot of cutscenes, and I don't like narrating and waiting on cutscenes, so I'm probably not even going to narrate the final third of this level, since this is about 2/3 through this particular level, just because it's kind of cool, and it's a lot more fun. I think it's better experience without me talking over it, so there's that. So anyway, we need to first get to that part of the level, and we can begin that by opening up this doorway, and you just kind of blow it up with, what's his name, Hawkeye, and then throw Captain America's sword into... Did I say sword? I meant shield into the switch, and then we can throw Hawkeye's arrow, or I guess fire Hawkeye's fire arrow to break that golden whatever it was, and then we can use both of them to acrobat their way up onto this higher platform. Then you'll want to switch to Captain America, who for some reason had a terrible time following me here, and that seems to be pretty typical of these AI, of the other AI in this game. I don't know why they are just so terrible at keeping up. Most of the time they're pretty good, but not so much in this one. Then we can use Hawkeye to fire some arrows into these points, which we built here. And that one on the right side, for some reason, takes a little bit of effort to actually aim at. But once you can finally target it, both of you should be able to swing on over there if you can double jump correctly, which I did not do that first time. And then you can destroy this wheel, and that should give you something you can build. And now I think we have to pull that down with... Yep, we have to pull it down again with Hawkeye. And then a very useful stone bridge, and also probably impossible stone bridge, will be formed, or that's just some extremely strong Mordor that they formed that brick with. And then we're going to notice a big, huge pit of civilians being captured by all of these aliens. Now I think one of the voiceovers is saying we shouldn't jump down in there in case they kill them all or something, I don't know. But all we need to do is take out 3 of these aliens that are kind of standing watch, I guess, and Hawkeye is going to take his way out of here for some reason, and Thor is going to take his place, so we just got to use Thor to break open that crack in the wall. And there's a few enemies we can take out, and you're going to notice some of those Lego bricks are kind of shining, so we'll just want to break those, because that's a pretty good indication that you need to break them and that they're going to let you build something, is that they have kind of this glowiness coming from them. And something really cool about Thor that I mentioned before, but I'll mention it again, if you charge up his hammer by pushing and holding the B button, and then if you jump and push X, which does a ground pound, then his lightning hammer will send out a shockwave that pretty much kills all enemies in one hit. I don't use it too much because I don't actually think I use Thor that often, but anyway, here we need to charge up a switch, which we have done before in the previous LEGO Marvel game, but for some reason this one's having a really hard time cooperating with me, and then finally I get it charged. You just have to push and hold the B button, and then you just have to push and hold B once again once you're next to the switch. But that A that's spinning around there was actually getting in the way of the electricity, so it wasn't working. That was kind of weird. So anyway, just do that to break open this part, then switch to Captain America, because Thor, for some reason, being the Norse god he is, isn't cold enough to walk through fire. And then there's the final guy we're going to have to take out, and we're going to notice more glowing bricks and yet another fire that Captain America can destroy with his shield. And then I'm going to get poked to death by one of these aliens. And there's a mini kit kind of taunting us in the background. We might be able to get a hold of that one in story mode. Probably not though. Just, if, like, I tell this to everybody who play LEGO games for the first time, ignore all the collectibles until you can play the level in free play, which you can't do until you beat it once on story mode, so there you go. So now we can cover up this window, and then we can take out the third guy, and this is where I'm going to stop narrating, because the next part is where Hulk is going to go take out Loki, and that'll be it for the first Avengers movie.
Stark, these things are still coming.
I got a nuke coming in. It's gonna blow in less than a minute. And I know just where to put it.
Hawkeye!
I got it.
Romanoff, Selvig said that to disrupt the Tesseract in Loki's scepter, Hulk may be able to snag it for us if you help him figure out which Loki is real.
You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature. I will not be bullied by...
Puny god.
Can anybody copy? Come on, Stark.
Close it. Son of a gun.
He's not slowing down.
What just happened? Please tell me nobody kissed me.
We won.
All right, hey. All right, good job, guys.
We're not finished yet.
just in from the station, what has been described as an extraterrestrial attack. The heroics of the group known as the Avengers has been to many a cause not only of comfort, but for celebration.
It's just really great knowing they're out there, you know? Someone's watching over us.
I love you, Thor! And then he goes pew pew, and then the air goes boom, and this green guy walks up and he goes roar!
I just feel safe with those guys out there.
I
just want to say
the
thank
Avengers
you.
themselves, their sudden appearance and equally sudden disappearance.